Hi there everybody, it's Liz here from Zest Energy and Nutrition, and I thought I would do a quick video to give you some pointers on how to sail through the menopause relatively painlessly. Well, the menopause normally kicks in properly about the age of 51 for most women. Or they, generally people will start to see changes happening throughout their 40s for normally a couple of years before it kicks in proper. So sort of late 40s time, people will generally notice the changes happening, although it can sort of start to affect you from the mid 30s onwards. So a few things you can do to help yourself naturally. The thing is with the menopause, what's happening is the ovaries generally throughout your life will be producing estrogen, and after the menopause it will transition to be produced from the adrenal glands, which sit just above your kidneys and normally control anything to do with stress, and also to your fat cells. So that's quite a big change. But it doesn't have to cause you massive problems. A lot of women report no problems really at all. It's all quite a seamless process. But sometimes it can be, fraught with difficulty and horrible symptoms such as night sweats and hot flushes and depression and anxiety and so on, which is not surprising really, because it is quite a big thing that's happening, and it's a transition that will take place over a number of years. Probably normally about 5 years for the whole thing to happen completely. So that's quite a sizable amount of time to be feeling uncomfortable. But luckily there is plenty that you can do about it. For one thing is really, especially if you're kind of younger, in your 20s or 30s even, just be aware of the fact that if you're very stressed out, that's going to affect your adrenal glands, which is a problem in and of itself. But if your adrenal glands are kind of functioning not at their best by the time you get to menopause age, then that's going to be a real problem, because you're transitioning your estrogen production from the ovary over to the adrenal glands. And if your adrenal glands aren't up to much, then that's going to be difficult for you. So really, really try and get those stress levels under control, which I know isn't easy in this day and age. We've all got far too much going on and we're all far too busy. But try and take an active, be proactive about it. Maybe so start an exercise regime, start to do yoga or that kind of very meditative kind of exercise. Tai Chi, things like that are brilliant. Do a meditation course, maybe learn how to meditate and learn mindfulness, so you can just use that in everyday life and really get those stress levels under control, whatever stage of life you're in, because it will pay dividends in the end. So also with exercise, it's been proven scientifically that people who exercise get very few menopausal symptoms. So maybe aim to exercise 3 or 4 times a week. That will really help you. I think that's quite amazing that it's been shown now that so few people who exercise get these terrible symptoms. So I think, if anything, that's a fantastic motivator for most people. Diet-wise, what you can be thinking about is trying to avoid things like refined sugar, added sugars, damaged fats in processed foods, so kind of packaged foods and ready meals are not going to help you in this situation, so try and avoid them if you can. Excess caffeine, excess alcohol are probably best avoided as well. Also processed meats, because they can be full of artificial hormones, which are really not helpful at this stage of life. So try and avoid them. If you're a meat eater, get the best quality meat you can. So organic preferably, although I know that is pricey, but that's really your best option, because it hasn't been mucked about with. It's as nature intended. So those things are what you should try and avoid or replace with. Food you should focus on. Cruciferous vegetables, fantastic, because they help your liver to process any kind of excess hormones which we don't want hanging around. So things like broccoli, cauliflower, kale, awesome at this point in your life. Pile them high, because they're really going to be your best friend. They're really going to help flush all that nasty excess hormone out of your system. So try and eat as much of those as you can. Also fats. Focus on things like extra virgin olive oil, extra virgin coconut oil, flaxseed oil, fantastic, as well as flaxseed. If you can get some milled flaxseed and use that on your breakfast in the morning, great for anything to do with estrogen, either increasing levels or decreasing levels. You'll probably find that really useful. Herb-wise, black cohosh is the traditional one that's used, and so many women find that so effective. And then to relax you, just your normal relaxation teas, chamomile, lemon balm, fantastic, just to really help, you know, the whole relaxation process and just calm down the whole system. So I think that's probably enough to be going on with for now. Give those things a try and see how you get on. And if you enjoyed this video and you'd like to hear more updates from me about natural health, then either click like if you're on Facebook or subscribe if you're on YouTube, and I will keep you regularly updated. Okay, thanks for listening and bye for now.